everybody, this is the Iceman. Oh God, on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. My apartment was broken into. They stole my hair. They roughed me up a bit, and oh my God, I just how many times have we heard this, guys? Enough said. The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel on this Sunday afternoon. Couple topics, TNA and WWE related. We'll first talk about TNA first off. With what's been going on in TNA Impact Wrestling with the, you know, um, I guess Drew Galloway being the voice of the people. Um, I think there's some good things to come here in TNA. And, a lot of people are talking about, well, they don't have the finances to produce pay-per-views every month like they used to in years past and whatnot. But, in a way, you got to look at it like this. What pay-per-views that aren't on TV with TNA Impact Wrestling, we see a lot of good things that happen on TV in TNA Impact Wrestling. This is why, we'll see a lot more title changes um, on Friday nights on Destination America on TNA Impact Wrestling because there aren't any pay-per-views at this point in time. And I think for us wrestling fans, I mean, really, all kidding aside, if you don't have to spend money or do whatever you need to do to watch a pay-per-view and you get to see title changes on a wrestling promotion, I mean, it's more power to us. I mean, it benefits us. The only thing, the bottom line is, there's no financial gain by TNA as far as because they don't have the pay-per-views. But I do think sometime, somewhere down the road, TNA will go back to maybe 4 pay-per-views a year, or maybe they'll just try 2 pay-per-views a year, or maybe even 3. Have one early in the year, have one in the middle of summer, and have one at the end of the year, which is fine by me. But I'm liking right now what's going on in TNA. I think is very, very interesting. I think with the talent that they have, they've really produced some very, very entertaining shows. And people have to understand, you know, we're not involved in the company, and we always have our opinions. We can always criticize and whatnot, but we don't know the legalities, the financial aspect of what goes on in a wrestling promotion. And, let's be fortunate because this is a day of the internet that, back, I mentioned something to Josh inside Wrestling Truth. I was watching one of his videos from an indie show, and I told him, what would it be like if internet was around back in the territorial days? And, maybe WWE and WCW wouldn't have been able to monopolize the world of professional wrestling today. Oh, the sun's going down for a little bit, so it's getting a little dark in here. I'm going to leave this video the way it is, um, but anyway, um, the internet has really provided us with, a lot. There's a lot of negatives about the internet, and there's a lot of positives as well. I mean, the negative side of it is, people like to put up the spoilers and people like to read the spoilers. I'm not one of those people. I stay away from them. And I also recommend for my faithful not to let me know what happens that goes on in a show that happened maybe 2 or 3 weeks, already that we won't see for 2 or 3 weeks, from now. But yeah, I think what TNA has been doing has been okay. And a couple years ago on Spike, they did their free previews. I enjoyed them. I think maybe possibly we'll get to see that once again somewhere down the road. And we'll just have to wait and see. I just honestly feel that Destination America does not reach as many homes as Spike TV did, obviously. And this is why the ratings are where they are. And, for Destination America, these are awesome ratings. They are the top of the line ratings. No other show on Destination America does any higher ratings than TNA Impact Wrestling. So kudos to TNA Impact Wrestling, Dixie Carter, and Destination America. So we just have to wait and see what develops. But I think TNA is doing a very, very good job at this point. She said she wanted 2015 to be a new year for TNA, and so far it has been. And I'll be honest with you, I've enjoyed just about every show so far on Destination America this year, and we got a lot of way to go, guys. So we'll wait and see what happens there. Now, switching gears into the WWE. Okay, this Monday, March 9th, we'll have the 9th, 16th, and 23rd left for the build-up for WrestleMania 31. Now, would have to assume tomorrow night on Raw, the WWE's got to do something pretty big. There's rumors that Brock Lesnar is supposed to appear. Will he and Roman Reigns confront? I think they have to. It's unfortunate because I think Lesnar should be on every Raw until Mania, because I think they should, jockey back and forth as to who has the upper hand. And this is the biggest issue with Brock Lesnar today because of his absence of being on TV, his absence from his pay-per-views. I know the WWE wants to re-sign him. I don't care if they re-sign him as long as he's not champion. That's the bottom line. But he needs to fulfill his agreement, his contract with the WWE. There's a lot of people right now that, it's sort of digressing as far as the popularity of Roman Reigns goes. And I think this is wrong. I think he's getting it's a bad rap on Roman Reigns. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. It's all choreographed by the WWE. They allowed Brock Lesnar to do all this bull that he has done, which has sort of hurt the promotion of WrestleMania 31 between those two. They need to come up with, figure out what's going on with Randy Orton, figure out what's going to go on with Seth Rollins. Right now, they haven't even, figured out what they're going to do with D-Bry. I think D-Bry is going to be in the ladder match. Hopefully so, because I think it would be nice to have him hold the Intercontinental belt if he does attain it. Would be a great thing. John Cena, they're just really, destroying John Cena. And this is something that we've never seen in a very, very long time. I don't understand really the mentality except for the old man gimmick and stuff. But you know something? We're 3 weeks away from WrestleMania. Stephanie and Triple H, get off your high horse. Triple H, you already got yourself in a major match with Sting. And to be quite honest with you, you do not want to be outshined by anybody. A lot of people are saying The Undertaker and Bray Wyatt could main event this show. I think that's a bad move. Regardless of what you think about Reigns and Lesnar, I think this has to main event the show. I think Sting and Triple H should be probably in the middle or towards the end of the show. But anyway, getting back to Cena and Rusev, they have not inked anything actually on paper. And this needs to be done this week, because you can't wait till the last 2 weeks and have people really want to get into it. You need to have something. But on the other hand, I'm not going to give out this information, but I will say I was reading last week, or I take that back, the beginning of this week. There could be a major swerve tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, something to do with the U.S. title. I'm not going to reveal it. Whether or not it's going to happen or not still remains to be seen. And if it does happen, I was thinking about it. To me, it doesn't really make any sense because of what the repercussions would be towards WrestleMania. And, to be quite honest with you, I don't think they really make much sense. But again, this is the WWE nowadays. And does the WWE really make much sense nowadays? So, but anyway, I wanted to give you my thoughts and my opinions. Like I said, basically, tomorrow night should be a telling tale of what's to come for WrestleMania, because they need to nail these matches down, and they need to do it quite soon. They cannot wait till the week before WrestleMania, which would be, I believe, the 23rd. And I think that would be a poor mistake in the WWE's eyes. But then again, you guys got to understand, WrestleMania can be seen on the network for $9.99. Does the WWE really care about a WrestleMania today on the WWE network like they would prior to the network's existence, where people had to pay $65? You got to look at it that way too. And I've thought about this as well. And I think sometimes that they feel that, well, how much do we really have to put into us? They only have to pay $9.99 to watch it. But there are those still out there with cable systems that don't have the network or maybe don't have the internet that will shell out the $65 plus the tax. And, they deserve to see a good show. Overall, we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, this is the Iceman here on this Sunday night on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. Everybody, peace out. I watched a little bit of Red Sox and Mets today. I saw some NCAA basketball today. The tournament, March Madness, is coming up pretty soon. There's a lot of good stuff to come. So, and like I said, we have Mania on the 29th, and the following Monday is the NCAA Men's Championship game, whomever that's going to be. So we have a ways to go to figure that one out because the tournament hasn't started yet. So peace out, everybody. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you all next time. This is the Iceman.